Hello everyone, today is Relationship Reading Tuesday, and this video is for all of my coupled people out there, okay? So people who define themselves as being in a relationship, in a partnership, maybe married, whatever your situation may be. This is for people who consider themselves to be coupled, okay? If you are in a situationship, okay, and your mindset is still kind of that you're coupled, you're not really single, then this video will be for you as well, okay? We're gonna find out, where is this relationship going, okay guys? So that's what we'll be looking at today. Next week, next Relationship Reading Tuesday, we will be doing a video for my singles out there. So guys, I didn't forget about you, okay? You guys will be next week. We'll be taking a look to see kind of a similar energy here about what's coming up next for you, okay? So coupled people, here I have 3 piles for you guys, 3 tarot decks to choose from. I've pulled the Lovers card out of each deck for you, okay? These will be the decks that we'll use, or the one that you choose rather, will be the deck that we'll use in your reading, along with some oracle decks as well, okay? And we'll find out, where is this relationship going? So let's go ahead and get started here. We have pile number 1, the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck. Here you can see it's Lovers card. I'll pull this up a little bit so you can see a bit better. So this one is for pile number 1, okay? And then we have pile number 2 with the Pulp Magazine tarot deck here. And here is this one's Lovers card. So this one is for pile number 2. And then for pile number 3, we have the Jack-o'-lantern tarot deck. And this is the Lovers card from that one. Of course, made YouTube guideline appropriate as well. And we'll have to do that with this deck a little bit, but no big deal. So that's for pile number 3. I'll have the timestamps not just in the description box down below, but also in the comments as well for mobile users, because I know that's a little bit easier. Let's see. If you feel called to more than one pile, that means there's more than one message for you in this reading, okay? So my recommendation is always to pick the pile that you feel the strongest pull towards, okay? And watch that one first. That's going to be your primary message. And then go back and watch the other piles that you also felt a pull towards, but just maybe not as strong as that first one. That will have all of your secondary or tertiary messages for you guys, okay? Take some time and pause the video if you need to, in order to give yourself a little bit more time. But anyways, you guys, I will see you all in your piles. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck, okay? And I have some oracle decks here that we'll pull some cards from, as well as an additional tarot deck here for us in case we need that, okay? So let's jump right in and find out, where is this relationship going, okay? So let's find out here. I'm going to move your tarot deck over here a little bit. We'll start with our oracle cards here. This is the classic horror oracle. They're all kind of based off of, well, not kind of, they are based off of horror movies here. I have the guidebook here for us. So since this is a pretty new deck for me, but we'll be using this. So let's find out here. Where is this relationship going? That one. And then we have the Crow Oracle, literally one of my favorite oracle decks ever. I just love the variety with this one. Let's see here. I'm feeling this one and that one for you. Okay. And then let's see. Let's just go ahead. Let's get all of your cards. I'm feeling like that's what we need to do today. So let's do it. Let's see. Where is this relationship going for pile number 1? Where is their relationship going? Put this one up top. And then let's get one more. Okay, 2 more. That works. Okay. Let's find out, you guys. I'm gonna set this maybe just right there. Okay. Let's start with this one. So we have shock. Okay. Bates Motel. This is from the horror movie Psycho. So we have shock here for this one, and I will get the guidebook and read that. Let's do that real fast. These horror oracle cards, they of course they all kind of look a little bit scary because that's kind of the point, right? Because they're based off horror movies, but some of their messages, like I went through all of them, and some of their messages are just really, they're a little bit lighter, right? They're not as heavy as they look like they'd be. So let's grab that guidebook. Let's go ahead and look at that for you guys real fast. Shock. Let's see. Okay, so Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Okay, this says, while we generally consider ourselves to be playing the lead role in the film of our lives, we're also part of a larger story in which others' actions may spin the narrative in unexpected directions. This can be a real shock, a violin shriek of the nerves. Things may change dramatically, especially when you least expect it. Don't let your guard down. Okay, so things may happen when you least expect it. Don't let your guard down. We have that here with shock. So there's that, and we'll learn a little bit more about that as we pull others. We have teamwork here and influence. Influence is super interesting. We have the birds here. Consuming substances. They have the wine that's spilled and the cigarettes. So really, really interesting energy here with this one. Sorry, I'm setting my glasses off to the side. They have a glare. It makes it hard to see the cards. And yeah, and then we have teamwork here. Interesting to see this hawk working with these crows. Shock, influence, teamwork. Interesting. Let's take a look at these tarot cards here for you guys. Knight of Candles. I feel like that one needs to go there. Knight of Candles. We have the Nine of Presents. The Six of Presents. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Knight of Needles. And then we'll leave this open for some other cards if we feel like we need them. Well, let's see here. Okay. Nine of Presents and Six of Presents here. Wheel of Fortune as well. Kind of a turning point coming into your relationship is what I'm hearing here. Pile number one. It's like the energy is changing, okay? So shock, obviously. I think that I would agree that there's a message here to just be mindful. I don't know if really the message is the verbatim, watch out for something that may happen. Something might happen that's unexpected, like when you least expect it. I don't really feel like that's the message here, like that's verbatim what this message is. It doesn't feel urgent or scary or anything like that. However, with influence here, I'm seeing here to be very mindful, okay? Be very mindful. I'm hearing like be very mindful of what it is that you're consuming, but not on necessarily a physical level, like with substances. Oh, I just realized you can't even see these cards. Not just on a physical level with substances, but also I'm hearing kind of on a mental level too. This could possibly be talking a little bit about social media, okay, as well. If you've been consuming a bunch of negative social media, I'm kind of hearing to be mindful of that. Be mindful of what's influencing you. As far as where is this relationship headed? Where is this relationship going? I'm seeing lots of good things here, okay? We've got the Nine of Presents. So that's talking about having needs met. I'm seeing like great material accumulation, okay, happening within this relationship. I think that you guys work very well together when it comes to like your material, your finances, okay? This is probably you're probably in a relationship where you're sharing money, okay? Or if you're not sharing money, just outright with a shared account, like bank account or something. You're sharing expenses, I'm hearing. This definitely feels like this is someone that you're most likely living with, okay? That's something I'm hearing here. Maybe someone you have a child with as well is something that I heard for some of you. So you guys work really well together as a team, particularly in your financial situation, material situation. You guys work really great together here. And then I see we have the Knight of Candles and the Knight of Needles, and I feel like this represents the two of you, okay? I feel like we have one person in this relationship who is very passionate, okay? They very fiery, very passionate energy. They really like to like they're the type of person, they get an idea and they just run with it, right? Because that's just the type of person that they are. And then we have Knight of Needles here, and Knight of Needles is swords in this deck. Knight of Needles, it's all about the mind, okay? It's all about ideas, thoughts, okay? So whereas Candles is more creativity, inspiration, something I would say a little more like it's very fire, okay? Very fiery, ready to go, ready to take action. Needles or swords it's air energy, so it's very cerebral, okay? It's very higher intelligence, it's very much logic, it's very much like this is the type of person who they plan to take action, but they like to think it through first. That's kind of what I'm seeing here, is we have like two different types of personalities here. And I'm seeing that you guys work well together, okay? But with influence here, really interesting. Because we have influence here, and these two cards, I felt like they needed to go here. I'm interested how it is that you guys influence each other, okay? Like that's why I'm feeling here like there's this need to be mindful, okay? Because times are changing, the wheel is turning, okay? Let's get another card here. I feel like we need to draw from the top. King of Needles, interesting. Really conquering the mind, okay? Having mental clarity, conquering the mind, kind of like this character in the Nightmare Before Christmas. He's like the mad scientist. He's the super intelligent guy, okay? Comes up with great ideas, right? That's very much him, okay? That's kind of what I'm seeing here. King of Needles, and then we have my gosh, they want to just stick, so I guess they're both coming out. The Seven of Needles, okay, and the 10 of Candles or 10 of Wands. Interesting here. So I see that you guys, it's almost like, we've got this fire energy, we've got this air energy. And to learn a little bit more about this and how, like, this influence, we have the King of Needles here, the 7 of Needles, and the 5 of, let's go ahead and move this off the screen a little bit. And the 5 of Candles. Okay, so I see that things are changing here, like the winds of change are coming in. And what I'm seeing is that it's going to be very important, okay, to bring some maturity to this energy is what I'm hearing here. Bring some maturity in with the Knight of Needles to the King of Needles. That's something that I'm seeing here. Maybe some proper planning needs to occur, because with the 7 of Needles, I see, and the 5 of Candles. So 7 of Needles, 7 of Swords, 5 of Candles, 5 of Wands. Okay, underneath this Wheel of Fortune, I was saying that the energy is changing. I think where this is going here is there's this maturity that needs to be, this mental, okay, mental maturity, okay, maybe not allowing yourself to ruminate over negative thoughts, negative things they've said, things they've done, etc. Obviously, we're not talking about toxic and dysfunctional situations, okay? Be smart, be safe, as always. But with the 7 of Needles, it's like this, there's going to be this need, this energy change, where there's this need to just be smart about the way that you're making decisions, okay? Be careful about what types of decisions you guys are making and the way that you're making them, because what can happen is there's this conflict, this energy of conflict here with the 5 of Candles. So where this relationship is going, there's great teamwork here, okay? And I think you guys, I think just like the two of you together, you're like, I'm hearing that you're like a power couple, but at the same time, you can enable some of each other's worst traits, okay? Particularly when it comes to thinking things through, okay? Making plans and thinking things through, okay? Doing things in a way that are it's not that you're not doing things in a way that are smart or intelligent. 7 of Swords is, or yeah, 7 of Swords, 7 of Needles talks about doing things like handling a situation in a way where you kind of get out on top, okay? Kind of finessing a situation to work in your favor. That's what the 7 of Swords, 7 of Needles energy is here, okay? And so with the King of Needles, I'm just seeing that planning needs to be made in this new chapter of your lives, because I feel like everyone's kind of coming up on a new chapter together, and we're definitely seeing this in your reading here with the Wheel of Fortune within your relationship. So there's a new chapter coming up for you too, and it's going to be very important to kind of I'm hearing kind of slow your roll, okay, a little bit with things that you have coming up. Maybe in your financial situation, in your material situation, like accumulation, okay? The way in which you spend your money, distribute your money, okay? I'm here, invest your money. It's time to take a bit of I'm hearing almost a bit of a different approach. I think you guys are very like I said, there's this fire energy and this air energy where it's just this very much wanting to get it done. It's just all very much ideas and creativity and wanting to make something happen. And you guys have the type of energy you like to get things done. The issue though is that what I'm seeing here is that this lack of planning and of handling situations in a just a better planned, more thought out way, and if like finessing things, like, because sometimes when we just take a situation at face value and we just run with it and we don't take time to stop and think about the plan and really think about it from all different angles, okay, there are times we can miss red flags because we're not looking at something from all different angles. We have these blind spots, especially if we're wanting to just go and get stuff done. And then if you have two people in a relationship together who are both like that, there's no one there to like balance that out. There's no one there to say, hey, you know what, let's slow down for a second. Let's stop for a second. Let's think this through a little bit. Let's think about this. Let's think about that. That's the type of thing. That's the type of thing that, like, I guess the type of energy that your relationship is missing. And you guys kind of influence each other, enable each other in this energy, okay? And as a result, when energies change, when things happen and we don't think about things all the way, we don't think it through totally, it can come as a bit of a shock, okay? It can kind of like things that could have been predicted and might have been obvious from the outside looking in aren't that way so much from the inside looking out, especially if we're in this like immature wanting to just run with this type of energy, and that can create a lot of conflict, okay? So what I'm seeing here is, where is this relationship going? This relationship is going, it looks like it's something that is meant to stand the test of time, okay? That's what it looks like. It looks like it's meant to stand the test of time, but your guides want you to know, it needs to be said, okay, that in order for this to stand the test of time and not fall into this energy of conflict, right, where you're like at each other's throats, okay, in order to avoid this, it's going to be important in the future, especially to just slow your roll a little bit. Be mindful of the influence you have on each other. I think you guys gas each other up is what I think it is. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there needs to be, there needs to be just someone come in and slow things down a little bit, you know, to say, okay, yeah, I'm like super excited about getting this done too, or doing this too. Let's revisit this. Like, let's think about this for a day or two and revisit this subject in a couple of days, and then we'll decide how it is we want to move forward. Like, that's the type of that's like what I'm hearing here. This is like advice for you guys from, I'm hearing your guides, like both of you guys, both your guides came through to let you guys know this, because I'm hearing here that your relationship, it feels very solid. I feel like you guys are a good team. You guys care a lot about each other, okay? You guys are able to really like work together quite well to accomplish your goals. But as time goes on, there just this energy, this Knight of Candles, Knight of Needles energy here is just, it like pushes and pushes sometimes, and will sometimes push through energies that really, or push into situations that we need to not really push into, okay? So be mindful coming up, slow down a little bit, because otherwise this is going to create some unnecessary, like I'm hearing very avoidable conflict, okay? Let's learn a little bit more about this situation, this energy change here with this Seven of Needles and this King of Needles. Let's grab your main deck. I'm feeling like we need to use this one just a clarifier for those. And I'm hearing this one right here. Okay. Ace of Candles. Okay, yeah, there's this new idea, this new inspiration. Someone's gonna have this amazing idea, and it's a great idea, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that it's almost something, it's like going to come to them in their dreams. It's going to be something, it's like a dream of theirs, okay? One of you guys, there some opportunity, or yeah, opportunity, idea, something that someone in the relationship is passionate about is going to present itself, okay? It's important to handle this situation with poise and grace is what I'm hearing here. And that's really what the Seven of Needles talks about here. Handling a situation with poise and grace so that it works out in your favor, okay? It's being intentional with your actions, okay? And your choices, so that you receive the outcome that is best for you. That's what the Seven of Needles energy is. And then the King of Needles is having, like, being mature as far as the way that you move with your thoughts and how you allow your thoughts to impact your actions. And thinking things through all the way, seeing things from all sides, or having the ability to have a little bit more mental clarity, okay, than maybe like the Knight energy here. All right, so like you notice he's just sitting here thinking about it. There's no necessary like action being taken. He doesn't feel the need to take action just for the sake of action, okay? So that's what I'm hearing here. That's what the situation is. There's some sort of, like I said, idea, passion, passion project maybe that someone is going to start within the relationship, okay? And I'm just hearing that it's going to be important to slow your roll, handle the situation, like I said, poise and grace, and then you'll be able to, I think I'm hearing here that then this will be no issue. Then we won't have this issue with conflict. But that's what I'm seeing here. That's where this relationship is going. It's going to last. Just be mindful of the fact that you guys enable each other to sometimes make some rash decisions, okay? Slow your roll a little bit, particularly with this new thing, this new idea coming up, which I'm hearing is like a wonderful idea, okay? It's a great thing. I'm hearing that it's being like divinely inspired, okay? It just needs to be handled carefully in order to avoid conflict, okay? But this is what I am seeing for you, pile number one. Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please like the video, okay? Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my other videos. I put them out Tuesday through Saturday. I love y'all so much, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Pulp Magazine Tarot deck, and this was the Lover's card from that deck. So I have some oracle cards or oracle decks here for us to pull from, as well as an additional tarot deck here, just in case we need some clarifiers and I feel like we need to use a new deck, particularly if we use quite a few of these. We'll just have to see. But yeah, let's jump in and find out, where is this relationship going? So I'm going to start with your oracle cards, and then we will move on to your tarot cards. With pile number 1, I just went ahead and got the tarot, got the oracle cards all at the same time. I think I'm going to do that for you guys as well. Pile number 2, it's kind of something I'm feeling. It's a little bit different than what we normally do, but I think that I don't know, it feels right. So that's what we'll do here. So I'm going to start off with this horror oracle guidebook. Okay, or guidebook. I was looking over at the guidebook, you guys, and just read that straight off. This horror oracle, okay, it is based off a bunch of different horror movies. I just felt like this was the right time. Oh, look at the little Gremlins one. I felt like this was the right time of the year to use this one, okay. I really like, I mean, I know that the cards look a little bit scary, but I really like the messages with these cards and the guidebook. I think that I just think they're really awesome. There's a lot of different, like a great range, honestly, of messages in this oracle deck. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and jump in and find out, where is this relationship going? So we'll start with this one. Pile number 2, where is this relationship going? Okay, got that one. And then we'll do the Crow Oracle deck. Where is this relationship going? Feeling that one and that one. Then let's go ahead and grab your tarot cards as well. So pile number 2, where is this relationship going? And I'm feeling that guy there. Okay. Move this one over a little bit. Okay, so let's start here with your horror one. We have The Woods. Ooh, this one's from the Blair Witch Project movie. That's what this one is based off of. Very neat. All right, we will get in the guidebook and learn a little bit more about this card in a moment. Let's go ahead and get your others all set out here. So very interesting. Then we have Protection and Abundance. Okay. Interesting. This relationship, well, we'll have to take a look at your tarot cards. I feel like that one needs to go there. We'll take a look at your tarot cards, but this really feels almost a little soulmate-ish to me, if I'm being honest here. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and look at these. Then we can we can talk about it. Sorry. We have 3 of Wands. Okay. We have Judgment. We have 2 of Pentacles. The Moon. The World. Sorry, I realize my cards are sloping here. Okay, let's see. So the World and 10 of Wands. Yeah, okay. So honestly, when I saw this Woods card, we'll go ahead and talk about what I'm seeing right off the bat. That Taylor Swift song, Are We Out of the Woods, or Out of the Woods, whatever it is. You guys know what I'm talking about. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Anyways, that's all I could think of when I heard that, or when I saw that card. And so it's making me wonder. And then we have the 10 of Wands here. I feel like your relationship has been through a bit of a rough spot. Pile number 2, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. You guys have been through a bit of a rough spot, okay? You're kind of but I'm hearing you're coming out of the woods. You're coming to the end of that energy here. We have the 10 of Wands and we have the World, okay? So 10 of Wands talks about being at the end of a journey where you feel like you're carrying a lot of weight, a lot on your back, okay? They're almost to the end. They're almost to the city, town, wherever, whatever that specific place is for them, wherever this destination, okay? They're almost there. It's just a matter of continuing on, right? They feel like they have the sun beating down on them. This just looks hot. It looks uncomfortable, right? It's just it's like an uncomfortable journey, okay? Or an uncomfortable part of the journey. And then the World card talks about cycles ending, okay? Major cycles too, because this is a major arcana card. So really what I'm hearing here with these two cards together is by this thing ending, this thing that's like, it's minor arcana. So 10 of Wands and the like this journey ending in minor arcana versus the major arcana is this is something that's a little more mundane, a little less of a big deal, I would say. Whereas the World card is the ending of a journey, ending of a cycle, but it's like a big ending. It's the ending of something big, long, arduous. But I'm feeling here that like by this seemingly small thing ending, it's actually the ending to something, like the overall ending to some sort of energy here like this. So let's take a look and see here with the 3 of Wands, okay? Let's see. I'm going to jump up here to the Judgment card, because what I'm in the Moon card here with these two, it definitely feels like the ending of the era, the beginning of something new coming up here, but you can't really see, okay? It's dark. It's hard to see where this is going right now is what I'm hearing here. But I'm seeing that your relationship is protected. It's like divinely protected, okay? And abundance here as well. I'm hearing you guys are gonna, together you experience a lot of abundance, not just abundance physically with like your financial situation or material situation, but also with your like with just the love and respect and care that you, and all the time and energy that you invest into your relationship. There's an abundance, okay? It's like overflowing. And I think that's due in part to the fact that your relationship is protected, but also I think your relationship is protected due in part to the fact that you guys cherish it so much, okay? I feel like you guys have been through some hardship, okay? You've kind of been in the woods. Maybe you didn't really know where this relationship was going, what was going to happen. You guys have been through some hard times here. I see with Judgment here, okay? There's some concern as to how maybe a situation was handled, maybe a conflict or something to that nature. We'll get a clarifier for that in a moment. And there's just, it's dark. It's hard to see where this is going, what's going to happen. Are we doing the right thing? Are we taking the right steps? Are we taking the right path is what I'm hearing here, because we have the 3 of Wands. So you guys have been, you're on a relatively new journey. You guys have made a choice, okay? You've made a choice, you've chosen a path, and here you are on this journey together, okay? You guys have made a decision, and this is where you're at. And it's like a whole new world to a certain extent, or at least it has been. It's felt like it. It's felt like a whole other planet, like you're on a totally new planet, and not necessarily in a positive way all the time, you know? I'm hearing here that there's been a need for it's like required a lot of balance on your part, okay? I'm hearing balancing of finances. Perhaps this journey has been a bit challenging for you all financially as well, okay? But I'm seeing here that this is coming to an end. This is about to be like the end of this. I feel like there's a finish line in sight. You know what this is. You know what the finish line is. There's a finish line in sight for something that you two are working on together, okay? And you're so close to it. And once you reach that finish line for this small goal, this period of I'm hearing this period of like struggling or heaviness, density, okay? This period of like really dense energy is going to end, okay? It's going to end. If things are a bit rough now, they won't be like that for long, okay? I'm seeing that coming to an end. I want to grab the guidebook and find out exactly the woods meaning here for this card. Let me grab that. Okay, so move the camera there. Okay, so let's see. All right, so this says reliance on technology can make it easy for us to overestimate our abilities and may embolden us to cavalierly venture into situations we probably should avoid or have been warned about. If such devices fail us or we kick them away in frustration, we can find ourselves in unfamiliar, unforgiving terrain. In this case, do we focus on the forest or the trees to find our way? It's the overall picture, the forest, okay? So that's, yes. When you're working together on this situation, this is saying, this one came out to let you guys know to focus on the big picture overall, okay, with the end of this journey, with this hardship that's kind of going on. Look at the big picture overall. Look at the forest, not each individual tree, okay? Think, how can we get out of the forest individually, or not individually, but how can we get out of the forest, not how can we get around each individual tree, okay? It's the big picture and that's really what I'm seeing here with the world too. It's about the big picture, okay, for you guys. Don't get caught up in this energy, or don't let this heavy energy sweep you up into it and make it to where the trees seem overwhelming, okay? You just have to get out of the forest. There aren't trees everywhere. You're not like, I'm seeing trees as like obstacles, issues, conflict in the relationship, okay? These trees aren't going, like, you're going to get through this is what I'm hearing. You're going to get through this. You're going to get out of the forest, but make sure you see the forest, see all the trees as a forest, okay? Don't just see each individual little tree, because that's it tricks the mind into thinking that it's more of an overwhelming issue or an overwhelming situation than what it actually is, okay? That's what I'm hearing here. Pile number 2, okay? So where is this relationship going? I think you're coming out of the woods, okay? You're coming out of the forest. Don't get distracted by all the trees, okay? You're being protected during this journey. Lots of abundance coming in within your relationship. I know you guys have started this, you guys kind of started a new journey. It required a lot of balance here, but that's this heaviness, this heavy part of your journey is coming to an end. This feeling like you don't know where exactly you're going, where your path will take you, don't really know where this is going to end up, okay? I'm seeing that there's like this ending to this heavy energy, okay? And this newer, brighter energy coming in here. Let's get a clarifier for this Judgment card, because it has been bugging me over here. I keep looking at it. Wheel of Fortune, yes, and the World, okay. Just a change of energy. Just a change of energy. Interesting. The ending of something. The Judgment card talks about like something that you thought ended, like this zombie here, particularly in this deck. It's like the zombie's hand reaching out, right? So it's like something that you thought was over and done and not an issue anymore has possibly popped back up, okay? That energy has kind of resurfaced, but this time I'm hearing that you're gonna be like totally done with it. It will be done for sure. There will be this final, like I'm hearing like a final nail in the coffin, okay? And not within the relationship, just with this situation that has resurfaced, okay? Here with the Judgment card, the situation, this energy that has resurfaced, it's like come back around is what I'm seeing here. It's back but this is the last, this is it though. I'm seeing no indication of this resurfacing later on. I feel like you know what this situation is. I think it's slightly different for everyone here because this is a general reading, okay? But I'm seeing that you're coming out of this energy here. And then finally, we have 3 of coins. Yeah, you'll feel like working together again towards a common goal, okay? You'll feel like that energy is going to come back in. You'll feel okay with that, okay? You'll feel okay with working together to continue on, to build your life together, okay? And then we have the moon. Yeah, you'll know it. It feels like you don't know where you're going right now, but you're headed in the right direction, okay? You're headed towards this energy. Just continue to use your intuition, okay? Move intentionally, move with intention, okay? And then you guys will see it on the, like, you guys will see this through. You'll see this situation through and you'll look back at it later on, I'm hearing, and you'll laugh and go, wow, funny to think that something so small that, it's funny to think something like that almost broke us. We're much stronger than that situation. But this is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 2. Thank you guys so much for being here. I want to thank your guides for coming through to give you this message. If this resonated with you, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps so much. I love you all so much, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye, pile number 2. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot, and this is the Lover's card from that deck that you chose. Look at the back of these cards. Isn't this cute? Oh my gosh. Love this deck, you guys. Anyway, so we're going to jump in and find out where is this relationship, okay, let's just restart. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot deck, and this was the Lover's card from that deck here. Of course, made YouTube guideline appropriate. Anyways, so we are going to jump in and find out where is this relationship going. All right, I've got some other oracle decks here that we'll be using. I have the classic horror oracle. Love this deck. It's pretty new-ish. Each one's based off of a horror movie. I really like the messages in this deck. Okay, I think there's a nice variety. So pretty cool there with that. I'm really excited to use that one as well as my fave, the Crow Oracle. And then I have the Antique Anatomy Tarot deck here that we will use to get any clarification, any additional messages, something that we need to know or want to understand better, okay? So let's jump in, you guys. We're going to start with your oracle cards over here. I'm going to move them right here for you. So we'll start with this one. Oh, all right. So we have Wonder of the World. And it looks like this one is based off of the movie King Kong. Nice. We will take a look at that card in the guidebook in a little bit. Okay, and then we have the Crow Oracle here. That one, and then one more for pile number 3. Where is this relationship going? Okay. Then, let's see, we'll go ahead and turn these over and take a look at them. We have growth. Ooh, what a beautiful, beautiful card to get in this type of reading, in this particular reading. And then we have warning. Okay. Interesting. So we'll take a look and see a little bit more about this energy, where this relationship is going. Okay, let me take our little covers off of our card here. Pop them back in this deck. And then we are going to go ahead and pull your tarot cards as well. And then we will look in the guidebook for that, talk about all of this here, and find out a little bit more about where this relationship is going. Okay. I felt like we needed a lot for yours. I don't know why. I just kept pulling them, and I was like, okay, that one. Okay, that one. So let's see here. We have justice. Interesting. Okay. Interesting to see that come out with growth. So I'm hearing here kind of, balance, maybe seeing the other side, seeing both sides during conflict here. We have the Knight of Pentacles as well here. Interesting. You guys might actually work together. You might have a business together. We have Judgment here. Let me cover a couple spots on this card. Give me a moment. Okay, so got those covers. So we have the Judgment card here. Interesting. And then for this top row, Two of Swords. Okay. All right, let's talk about this top row real fast here. Justice, Knight of Pentacles, Judgment. Interesting. It does feel like you guys might work together, okay? Like you might run a business together possibly. But I'm seeing here growth, justice. I'm hearing that there's this understanding. You guys are like, there's this growing of, this understanding in each other. You guys are learning more about each other. I see wonder of the world here, and we'll look in the guidebook, but this really feels like you guys it almost feels like a renewal of the relationship, okay? Like the sun shining back down, re-illuminating things. Perhaps you guys have been through a bit of a heavier time, all right? And so this is just where this relationship is going. I'm seeing that you guys you're seeing things from both sides. I think you guys are really good at that. You guys are really good at empathizing with each other, okay? I think you do really I feel like you treat each other like see, we have the guy here with the camera. That's what it feels like, like I see this and it makes me think of like just the couples that like gas each other up and take pictures of each other all the time. Like great photos of the other one because they care about them so much. They gas them up. They're really in their corner. It really makes me think of like, the cool mom from Mean Girls, Regina George's mom. That's what it makes me think of, like her with a camcorder while they're sitting there or while they're doing their Christmas talent show, I guess. That's what it makes me feel like, what this makes me think, like you guys really gas each other up, okay? You're really in each other's corners when you need each other the most. And with justice here, I'm seeing like being balanced, being fair, looking at both sides of the story, looking at both sides whenever there's conflict, okay? Making the right judgment call with that as well. I still cannot get it out of my head that you guys might work together, okay? If you do, let me know down in the comment section down below if that's resonating for you personally. That might just be one or two people here, but I keep hearing that. But you really look at both sides. You guys do a good job looking at both sides of the coin, making good judgment calls. I'm seeing that particularly here with like finances, material situations, okay? You guys do a great job making good judgment calls. That's why I feel like you might be in business together, all right? And then Two of Swords here as well, okay? So making decisions together too is what I'm hearing. Even when it's hard to see what the outcome might be, I'm hearing that you guys are nice and supportive, and that's something that I'm feeling here. She's sitting in this chair, and there's like this, what is it, like a vampire skeleton back behind her or whatever, but she's sitting here nice, seated and supported by this figure. That's kind of how I feel like you guys are. Like when one person is going through something, they're trying to make up their mind on how they want to handle something in their own personal life, okay? With something that's like kind of just their own shit that they have to deal with, or something like that, where it's just really one person having to deal with that. I've seen you guys are like uplifting, okay? You guys support each other when you're both going through those times, those hardships, all right? Let's see here. Let's take a look at these now. We'll start with this one. We have Page of Pentacles. Yeah, see? Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. It just feels like that. And this, we'll learn a little bit more about this warning card with this. So Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. This one wants to come next. 10 of Swords. The Emperor, and the 5 of Swords. Okay, so I'm seeing here this warning is talking about, it's talking about some sort of financial decision that you guys are thinking about doing. You're thinking about doing this thing, spending money on something. Maybe it's making a big purchase, okay? Maybe it's investing in something and it's like kind of major. That's kind of what I'm seeing here, okay? There's an investment that's going to be made, or that is being talked about, that you guys are thinking about making together, okay? It hasn't actually started yet because we're at the Page of Pentacles here, not like the Knight of Pentacles, though it is up here. That is up here for you guys. But I think that's talking about your growth here together as a couple, working together, reaching goals together, okay? But I'm hearing here that there's this new idea that you guys are thinking of pursuing, okay? Like you have with other things in the past. I'm hearing here that it's going to be important for you. This is the warning, okay? It's going to be important to be on the same page when it comes to your mindset over this, okay? If one person is in kind of a lack mindset and the other person is in just, I don't know, I feel like this is the type of situation, like we've got someone in like maybe a lack mindset, and then we have somebody who's maybe like they're very excited for this. They feel very clear-headed about it. I'm just hearing here to make sure you guys are on the same page mentally about whatever this is before moving forward with it, okay? This is like very specific, but if you're about to make a big purchase, make sure you guys are on the same page, okay? Otherwise, this is going to be something that really becomes a source of some conflict, okay? Could cause a little bit of, could just kind of be a distraction, okay, for you in your, I'm hearing relationship progression, okay? So in the progression of your relationship, this could be a bit of a stumbling block, okay? So warning here, make sure you're on the same page mentally, okay? Make sure you both know what's going on with something, with whatever this thing might be that you guys are going to be starting. Be on the same page with that. Don't allow it to become a distraction, okay? I'm hearing towards the idea of you guys working towards a common goal, because I feel like you two are the type of people, you're like trying to build building an empire together is what I'm hearing here. But this can be a bit of a distraction, okay? Having to work through some extra conflict just because you weren't on the same page with this situation, okay? So if there is something that you guys are going to be starting with this Page of Pentacles, a big purchase, something that you're looking at doing with your money, okay? Make sure you're on the same page so that you can focus on building your empire and not get distracted, okay? Distracted with this situation, and then you miss I'm hearing you miss other opportunities because you're so distracted with conflict, okay? That is what I'm hearing here. And if you guys work together too, that's something, before like big business decisions, make sure you're on the same page, because otherwise you're going to miss other opportunities coming in because you'll be so distracted with the conflict in your marriage in your relationship, in your business, okay? That is what I'm hearing for you. Pile number 3, it looks like you guys are going to be building an empire together, okay? You guys have been doing a great job of this thus far. Just make sure you're on the same page. Continue to gas each other up, all right? I love you guys so much. I want to thank your guides for coming through to give you guys this message, okay? If this resonated, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps so much, and I will see you all in your next reading. Bye, pile number 3.